Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will be exploring how to answer questions based on our own documents. Suppose you have lots of research papers and now you want to create summaries or get answers from those research paper, or suppose you are an employee to a company and you have lots of private documents and now you want to build a system that can answer queries based on the content provided in those documents. So in this video we'll learn how to achieve this. For this purpose we need to install several Python packages such as Langchain, OpenAI, ChromaDB, TitToken. I have already installed that and I will save my 1 or 2 minutes by skipping this step. Once the packages are installed, we'll import the libraries that we will need in our project. After importing the libraries, you need to set your OpenAI API key. Please make a note that if you are not using OpenAI's model, then you can skip this step. You can also use any other open source model that is free to use. But in this project, I'm using a chat OpenAI model provided by OpenAI. So I need this key. And if you are also using the same model, then you need to set up your own API key here. So once the API key is set up, we will import or we will load our PDF documents. For this project, I am using this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, written by Robert T. Kiyosaki. We will be questioning and answering over this book. Okay, let's create text chunks. Now the text chunks are created, we need embeddings. So you must be curious about what embeddings are. So basically embeddings are the numerical representations of words and sentences. Our system means our computer don't understand the English language that we speak. So we need to provide the document or the text in numerical formats. To convert our text chunks into numerical format or vectors, we need an embedding models. For our purpose, we are using OpenAI embeddings. You can also use any other open source model. After creating embeddings, we need to store them in a vector store. So basically a vector store provides us the capabilities to store the embeddings in such a way that it gets easier to do similarity search in those embeddings. So we are using ChromaDB vector store here. Let's create our vector store. Okay, so the vector store is created now. Now we need a large language model to interact with the document or the vector store. So here I'm using chat OpenAI model. In this I am passing model name as GPT-4 because I want to use the capabilities of GPT-4. Please make a note that I have chosen temperature as 0.2 here, and the reason is, like, if you want your model to give answers based on the content that you have provided, then you have to keep this temperature low, because if you keep the temperature as 0.8 or 1, then your model will start hallucinating. It means that your model can make up answers that is not present in the document, but we don't want that. We want our model to stick strictly to the content that we have provided it. So we will keep our temperature as 0.2. You can also keep it as 0.5. Okay, so this model is created. Now we will create a retrieval QA chain for this purpose. So basically retrieval QA chain combines large language model and our vector store. It finds the relevant information from the vector store, and then from that relevant information it generates the answer. So this capability is coming through the retrieval QA chain provided by the Langchain. Okay, so we have created our retrieval QA chain. Now it's time to test our model. Okay, so the first question that I am giving it is, what are the important advices that the author got from his rich dad? Explain these advices in simple language. Format your answer so that it can easily saved in a txt file. Let's see how our model performs. It may take a minute to run this query. Okay, the answer is generated now. Study hard so you can find a good company to buy. This means that education is not just for getting a job, but also for understanding how businesses work so that you can own one. Second advice, the reason I must be rich. Okay, so you may read this answer. It's a quite a good answer, but there is possibility of improvement. But I think it's a fair answer. Let's test this on another question. Who is the author of this book? Let's see what it says. Oh. Okay, let's rephrase this. Who wrote this book? The book was written by Robert Kiyosaki. You see, this model is performing quite good, but there is still a chance of improvement, and in my next video that I will be uploading soon, I will cover a complete Langchain tutorial. In that I will explain how to create custom tools and agents and how to improve this model. So basically in that video I'll teach you to implement a chatbot or to create a chatbot from scratch, which can conversate with you casually and also can answer questions based on the document that you provide to that. And thank you for watching. Thank you very much.